Runner straight on. We're live. We're live. You're checking. You're sure we're live. Make sure that and tell me if we're wrong. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the YouTube. We're going to carry on like we're live. A bit of a manic setup. It's been a few weeks and we've all forgotten what we're doing. Wonderful. Hello, welcome to the pre-game show on YouTube for the Jack Coopers Testimonial. The teams have just gone out onto the ice. We'll give you more details on that momentarily. But in terms of getting ourselves ready for the game, no better way to start than being joined up on the pre-game show by Mr. Will Cooper, Jack Cooper's very granddad. Welcome. If you're going to move the mic a little bit closer, you can hear yourself then, make sure.
Is that better?
I think that's all very good. So, well, here we go. I know there's been a long time in the planning all season long, and you've been here part of the Raiders, the off-ice team, and every step of Jack Cooper's journey. How are you feeling today?
So proud of the boy. I'm so proud. I'm so excited, you know. To be made captain and all and I think he stepped up last year and all. I really think he stepped up last year for the boys. They've done so well. But from the time he started, it's just been my inspiration to see him do well in the Raiders.
And he's obviously had a very long journey with the Raiders, 10 years. I mean, the club's gone through so many changes over 10 years, hasn't it? From the start of Lee Valley, and I think the team were losing pretty much every single game met then, and barely surviving, fighting through, coming back here, what's now 7 years ago, and the club being where it is now.
Oh, it's been great. You know, you've got to say thanks to John Scott and all. He got us here, which was good, and then he gave it up at the end, thank God that we had someone to come and take over from us. Because we didn't think we was going to have a team, you know that. We didn't at all, did we, you know? So, and for what the boys done and all, from the beginning, we had a few, after we started, had a really good run. Really good run, and we was unstoppable at home. And then we got them injuries, didn't we, you know, after the cup game. And we sort of went down a little bit then, but let's hope in this year we can get the amount of bodies we need to cover for injuries, and that would be absolutely excellent, I think.
Well, we're still only just a couple of players announced for the new season. Jack being one of them back again.
Oh yeah.
I suppose it was never really in doubt, was it?
No, it was. Even when he was a kid, when I used to with the team and that, used to ask the youngsters what would they like to do when they grow up with ice hockey, NHL and all that. So we got round to Jack. He wanted to be a Raider. He just wanted to play for Romford. He loves Romford.
So we'll look at tonight's game as the teams all went out. How brilliant must it be? I mean, so working hard on it. He's got teammates of this season, but guys that really actually he probably hasn't played for most or very much as a Raider, but guys that he's played with as a junior. Yeah. There's a lot of people that have come out tonight to be a part of this game.
Oh yeah, I've got David Oliver as one of them. He was an inspiration to Jack and all, you know. I think he loved Jack and all. Things he used to get up with, you know. I remember when Jack had his first fight at the Isle of Wight. David Oliver, the coach, he's had a few bevies, and he was giving it all that, you know. So, but he was going, "Oh, Cooper," you know, and it was fun, it was really fun. But then you got Rob Jenner.
Yeah.
Rob Jenner. I mean, Jack played with him at Haringey.
At Haringey, yes.
For 2 years. Well, year and a few months, I think it was. And they were so good together, you know. And Rob said Jack will go a long way up, and that was from the start when he was a youngster, you know. So I'm so proud of Jack for what he's achieved in here, and he's kept with his boyhood dream, you know.
And I'll let you go momentarily, but you're going to be back in the usual spot tonight in the penalty box, where you have done for so many years, helping out.
Yeah.
It must always be funny when Jack comes in and into the box, taking a penalty, mustn't it?
Oh, it's funny. Like Jack, like he said on that stream with the Macca boys, you know, the first thing I'll say is the refs don't know what they're doing. And I've always said that, you know, and yeah, it's just great. It's great. And this tonight, I've been looking forward to it so long now, you know. And I've got to say thank you for Sydney. She's worked bloody hard. She's worked bloody hard to get this together, you know.
Yeah, a massive effort behind the scenes to get this all together. The jerseys, the
tonight,
merchandise.
like tonight, when I went in the away one, met Grant Taylor, Frankie Harvey, all great players, you know what I mean? And yeah, I just love them.
Wonderful. Right, well, I'll let you go into the answer. Thank you very much for coming. Have a great chat.
All I want to say is I want to thank everyone for coming, and also the players that come to try and do it, like, you know, give him a good send, like, you know what I mean? And I think it'd be a great time tonight.
Absolutely.
Everyone will love it.
Do it fun. Thank you very much, Bill. Brody, I'll let you jump back in. Thank you very much. We'll sort of get prepared for the game. I will try and, if I don't break the camera in the process, this is right, I assume, Brody. I'll try and turn this round. We'll get some of the action while we're talking.
Oh, I'm back with you again, am I?
You're back with me, yeah. So we have to get Bill Cooper on when he comes up and wants to get involved.
Well, no, it's not that. I think it is the fact that if you don't get Bill Cooper on, you might as well just call it quits at that point. You might as well just say, oh, here we go, we've got a hug between Sylvester and
Liam Chong.
We'll
run through the team lineups very momentarily.
I've got them.
What I'll do, I've got my sheet and I've got a few stats, so I'll get that with you. It's a clipboard if you pass that over.
Jack, here's his facts. Jack Cooper is a man. He plays ice hockey, and he shoots a black disc into a net. There you go. That's what he does.
Absolutely. So are these graphics just overlay, or are they going to take up the whole screen?
I'll check. They're not on this. Right, we're going to have to... hang on.
Do it manually. Go on.
What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to switch over to match. Now, ignore the scoreboard, people. In fact, I'll even get rid of that. And what we'll do is we'll go... Oh, there you go.
There we go. Right, so what you get you to do, you say a name and I'll just a bit of information about each one.
Frankie.
So we're starting with the away lineup. These are guys that are going to be, for the most part, not current players, probably haven't played for quite a while. Some of them are active, which we'll find out.
They're going to be knackered by the end of the day, basically.
So I think everyone will be. All right, go for it.
Frankie Harvey
had 8 seasons with the Raiders from 2008 to 2016. 99 league goals for the Raiders. Didn't quite get that 100.
Oh, that's a shame. John Connolly, can we get a confirmation? Is it Aaron Connolly's dad? No.
No, but he is the brother of Ross Connolly, who still plays at this level. Joined Raiders from Chelmsford during the 2015-2016 season, played for full 3 seasons until the end of the 18-19 as an alternate captain as well. He's only played 10 league games at South 1 level since then, between 2020 and 2024, so he hasn't played much.
I don't want to ruin you doing your stats or anything. This is going to take a while.
Yeah, I'll try and speed it up.
Matt Turner.
5 seasons with Romford from 2007 to 2013.
Whoa.
Returned in 2017 for a couple of seasons, so that's when he played alongside Jack.
Lovely.
Scored 93 goals as a Raider.
Grant Taylor
had 14 consecutive seasons, so Jack's a few more years to match him. Between 2000 and 2015, made over 400 league appearances with the Raiders. Has not played in a league or a professional capacity since 2015.
Right. Rob Jenner.
Well,
how long were you up last night?
Done all this today. Many hours this morning.
Matt woke up at 2 a.m.
Bill just mentioned that, played alongside Jack at Haringey.
Yes.
And on his return to the Raiders in the 15-16 season, but did have 7 seasons with the Romford Raiders. Brilliant. From 2000 to 2008.
Love it.
I believe at 40 years of age will be the oldest player in the game.
Right. Mr. 12, Mikey Power.
That's a more familiar name for recent Raiders fans. Was a Romford Hornet in 2012 to 13, so the connection to the junior system, but obviously 2 seasons with the Raiders from 2002 to 2024.
Dan Scott.
Dan Scott, another name of recent
Romford history.
4 seasons from 2018 to 2023, 14 goals, 67 assists in the league.
JJ Pitchley, that's another familiar one.
Yeah, was a Raider in 2011 to 2012. 16 appearances in the 13-14 seasons, but then came back after a few years with the Bees and played between 2016 and 2021.
Thomas Beasley.
Thomas Ziggy Beasley, the nickname, fan favourite for those that were fans during the 16-17 and 17-18 seasons.
I wasn't a fan then.
Followed the team back to Romford, but since then has been a long-serving member of Streatham. You'll identify him today wearing his red Streatham short, which you won't be able to see just off your screen. You probably will see. Carry on.
Gary Hulliver.
Who?
Gary Hulliver.
Gary Gulliver.
Harry
I was
Gulliver.
like, Harry Gulliver, right.
Not Gary Huggett, I promise
No, I was
that.
so
Gary Huggett
confused.
is not playing in
Played
this
for the
game.
Hornets, won a Romford Junior alongside Jack.
Plays at MK.
Played the streaming series for the Raiders in 2021 for debut for the Raiders. One full season, 22 to 23. But obviously part of the Milton Keynes Lightning Coventry winning team this season. I'll carry on as this is like Tom Davis. Here's the next one, a long-serving Raiders captain. 9 consecutive seasons with the Raiders from 2009 to 2018. Was club captain for the last 4 seasons with the club, leading the team back to Romford. Had a bit of time at Invicta before retiring in 2023. I've done Tom Davis. You got to say?
Happy birthday, Jane Banks. That's what I've been told to say.
You remember that? We'll shout out on the main stream as well.
Oh yeah, we'll remember that as well.
Callum Wells.
Are we on Callum Wells, are we?
We are.
Did you do Tom Davis already?
I did. I've cut in there. Callum Wells, 6 seasons with the Raiders from 2017 to 2024, scored 6 goals. Was a Romford Hornet again alongside Jack. There's a lot of connection to the Romford Juniors back at the old Ron Valley Ray Rink on this side.
Alan Lack.
Alan Lack, yes. It's a late addition, but a player not synonymous. One of those enforcer types. History of dropping the gloves. Made his debut for the Raiders in the 14-15 season. Also played 16-17 and 17-18 seasons for the Raiders. Before spending a few years with the Buccaneers, obviously Raiders 2 as it was.
Ollie Baldock, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Ollie Baldock. Find his bit of information. I've got that written down somewhere. This is the problem. Oh, there he is.
He's a hockey
that
player.
one. 4 seasons with Romford between 2017 and 2022. Played with Jack at South East level. Back again, another junior thing. Otherwise, has played the rest of his career in Chelmsford.
Oh God. Julian Smith.
Julian Smith, Raider from
not
2010 to 2013, and then came back for a 4-season stint from 2016 to 2019. Was an alternate captain in the 17-18 and 18-19 seasons.
Glenn Shilling.
Glenn Billing, still playing. One of those, alongside, you should say, Harry Gulliver. There's very few players that are still playing, certainly at least national level. You've got Harry Gulliver. Glenn Billing is the other one of those, currently a Swindon Wildcats, although he's Romford born and bred. A Hornets from 2009 to 2013. Only has, despite being a Romford-born lad from big in the junior system, only has played 12 games for the Raiders, and that was in the streaming series, where he scored 4 goals and made 8 assists.
Yeah. Who's the next one? Did I say before Glenn Billing?
So we now move on to the net mining trio.
Bradley Winderbank.
Familiar name, only left us last season. Played 5 seasons with the Raiders, having made a debut in 2018-2019, although did not play in the 19-20 season due to an injury sustained in the opening minutes of the first pre-season game. Never played a game that season after that. Imagine that, the first minute of the first pre-season game, that's your season done.
That's just heartbreaking.
But I say he's had a long injury last season as well. Started the season with the Invicta Dynamos alongside Owen Ryder before Owen joined the Raiders.
Then we've got Mr. Michael Gray, who has joined us on commentary last season against Telford.
An absolute Raiders legend. Was robbed of his own testimonial game. That was scheduled, but then was cancelled due to the COVID lockdown with season we never had.
Where is his testimonial?
Justice for Michael Gray. Let's get a testimonial.
This might be his testimonial.
Maybe it is.
Might be a joint one.
10 consecutive seasons with the Raiders from 2010 to 2020. Additional appearances in the 21-22 seasons and 2 appearances in the 23-24 seasons. So a total of 271 appearances.
Another familiar name to all the Romford fans, Ben Clements, used to be our assistant coach.
Assistant coach from the 22 to 24 seasons, played the majority of his career in Chelmsford, apart from the 2006 to 2008 season with the Romford Spitfires. But yeah, signed for the Raiders for the 2018-2019 season.
Jamie Oliver's brother, David Oliver. I'm joking there, by the way.
9 consecutive seasons with the Raiders from 2007 to 2016. Was alternate captains for his last 3 seasons of playing, including the season when Jack joined. So somebody that Jack would have looked up to. And we already, again, another story that we heard from Bill Cooper there, has not played since retiring from the Raiders in 2016.
It won't take long. It's Liam Chong.
Hey, well done. How long did it take you to think of that one? A Raider in the 14-15 and 15-16 seasons, as well as the 18-19 season, scored 25 goals in that time. Has had a bit of an on and off career since, sort of having a season out, then playing another season, mostly with the Chelmsford Chieftains.
And then we've got...
Who? No, we move on.
Ransom. I was going to try and think of something. I ain't got
First
one.
Raiders appearance during 13-14 season, with appearances during 14-15 and 16-17 seasons. Had 4 consecutive seasons with the Raiders and started this season before departing and joining the Bees.
And a little extra information on their coach, Sean Easton. Have you got one for the Sean Easton?
I did do Sean Easton. Sean Easton, a Raiders legend in himself. Head coach from 2017 to 2024. In that time, he's also a GB under-18 coach, so knows his stuff.
Just to clarify, they are playing in the blue.
Blue colours,
right. The blue colours. Now,
probably won't take as long, this one, but we know a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys, the current Raiders team, or there was for this season, a few others in the mix as well.
Right, don't start wobbling. It's Joe Tomlin.
Missed the end of the season due to an injury, back tonight. First full season as a Raider was this season, having featured on a two-way, and in total 4 goals, 7 assists.
It's Brandon Aliff, number 10. Yeah.
Brandon Aliff has only missed 1 game here at the Sapphire involving the Raiders. An Ironman streak that is unbelievable. Joined in the 17-18 season. Recently reached 100 league goals.
Is it a bird? Is it an elf? No, it's Thomas Ralph.
Started his career at Bracknell before moving to Sheffield. Eventually Raiders 21-22 season. Been here ever since. 8 goals, 76 assists in his 4 seasons with the Raiders.
It's got to be Elliot Dewey.
Is that who you got for that one? 3 seasons with Romford, having joined in the 22-23 season. Moving from the Basingstoke Bison, where he was their captain. 5 goals, 30 assists for the Raiders. Would have played against Jack, not only for the Bison, but also the Dynamos.
We are looking at Marco Pascal.
Another one that missed the end of the season due to an injury. I assume he's out there and good to go.
He is. He was getting taped up earlier in the training.
Followed a similar path to TJ Anderson, who will come up later, having moved to Romford upon the opening of Sapphire, rather starting in Chelmsford Juniors. Became a full Raider in 23-24, having made a national debut the season before. 3 goals, 24 assists in league appearances.
We've got... Don't try and go snorkeling. It's George Norcliffe. That was awful. That
it's
getting
worse. George Norcliffe, 1 full season with the Raiders last season, scoring 12 goals, 22 assists. This season just finished. Rejoined late in the season, having started with Streatham. Again, he would have played against Jack with teams such as Basingstoke, Bracknell, and the Solar Devils.
Someone I've interviewed on the podcast, Zach Sullivan.
Zach Sullivan has been in the EIHL.
Did we mention Callum Wells?
Yes, we did.
Have we? Okay, I'm
that was
check.
Bit you weren't there.
I was just trying to check.
Zach Sullivan has been in the Elite League as long as Jack has been a Raider, with the last 6 seasons in Manchester with the Storm, the Connection. Featured for the Raiders in the 2021 COVID streaming series, where he got 2 goals, 3 assists in his 12 appearances.
We've got another Zach from the same end of the town. It's Zach Milton, both.
And another one for the Elite League, Manchester Storm. That's where he was this season. 1 season with the Raiders, which was last season again. 11 goals, 42 assists. Would have played with Jack at South East Junior Conference level, though.
I don't read books. I only read Morrison.
Okay. Joined the Raiders late this season on his UK debut. Bit of a slow start, but got himself going and firing goals in. 13 goals, 18 assists in his 16 league games before scoring 10 goals and finishing the playoffs as the playoffs highest scorer in the NHL National.
Jakey Sylvester.
Recently signed on a 2-year deal. Another one of the players coming back for the Raiders for a couple more years, and that will get him close to his own testimonial game. In the meantime, 7 consecutive seasons with the Raiders, having joined in 17-18. 195 league goals, 15 playoff goals, and have scored double figures in every season.
We have got our first netminder, Owen Ryder.
Owen Ryder joined the Raiders from Invicta a couple of months into the season, having made 2 loan appearances for Bristol, which was his NIHL debut. Got his first NIHL win for the as part of the Raiders, and had to play the whole back end of the season with Ethan James out for injury, including the whole playoffs. He was the joint winner alongside Cooper for the Players Player of the Season award.
I don't burn nets, I watch Callum Burnett.
Made his senior debut at the age of 16 in the 16-17 season. A lot of his career played with the Raiders too in the Sapphire era, but made Raiders appearances in every season until moving away in the 22-23 season. 2.5 seasons away from the club, with teams like Streatham, Invicta and Chelmsford returned to the Buccaneers this year.
I love watching hockey games, especially with Ethan James.
Another one joined the Raiders in the 19-20 season. 5 consecutive seasons with the Raiders as their number 1 netminder. Played alongside Jack and others in the under-16 team. Back from injury.
Gary's on Zamboni, but we've got Sean Barry. Oh, that didn't work. Never mind. We've got Sean Barry on the ice, everyone.
Played his whole career in Chelmsford until joining the Raiders in the 17-18 season. Has featured in every season since. 16 goals, 91 assists.
Adam Leishram, everybody.
Yeah, good to see him back. He was the Raiders player coach this season. Unfortunately departing his role, but hopefully we must see him again at some point in a Raiders jersey. He's back tonight. Joined the Raiders midway through the 2022-23 season before 2 full seasons, 69 goals, 74 assists in 81 appearances.
Do I smell chicken nuggets? No, I'm only watching Tommy Huggett.
Made his debut in the 18-19 season, did not play for Raiders in the 23-24 season. He had 1 season with Chelmsford and Victor in the South 1, but 18 goals, 24 assists.
That one was a spiller. It's Sean Miller.
Sean Miller, what a season he has had. Swept a trio of awards at the awards evening last week. Made his UK debut this season, 42 goals, 54 assists in the league, and also taken over as a head role in the junior system.
And of course we can't forget TJ Anderson.
TJ Anderson is number 98 because he likes being last on the ice. And he's going to be last to be read out on our lineup.
I can see him down there.
A few photos being taken behind us. Joined Romford upon his return to the Sapphire in 2018, again alongside Marco Pascal. Made his Raiders national debut in 21-22 season. Full Raider from last season, and so far 59 goals, 77 assists in league games with 6 playoff goals and 13 assists. TJ Anderson, a bright young prospect for the future. And now your lineups.
And
so
Lewis Jones.
And Lewis Jones, your coach.
He's our home coach.
He was the assistant coach alongside Adam Lation this season. 18 appearances for the Raiders in Jack's debut season, so we did play alongside Jack Cooper in his first season, believe it or not. 2014-2015 season, scoring 1 goal, and he'll be behind the bench for the home team. Sean Easton takes the away team. He was supposed to be the home team coach, but they're saying a bit more familiarity with a lot of the away team players, so good to see Sean Easton back nonetheless. Right, so we have a couple of minutes to go before we head over to our main live stream. Please do come and support Jack Cooper by joining us. We'll be live on Ticketco. There's a link in the description. Have you done that?
Oh, I have done that, yes.
It's there.
I've also put a little bit of an extra thing as well.
Okay.
I'll just put join Brody and I said Harry down. Join Brody and Matt to go through the action before Jack Coopers Testimonial game.
Right, okay.
I think that's what it says. I hope that's what it says.
What it says. So a couple more minutes to go. We'll talk a little bit more over there. I'm going to go hunting at some point and see if there's any special guests we can drag onto the stream this evening.
We've had Bill Cooper.
We've had Bill Cooper.
I think that's all we need. I think we've completed the guest of all guests.
Jason Buckman is here, who's going to be the coach next season.
Where is he?
He was in the changing rooms
I
earlier.
didn't see him.
I'm going to try and hunt him down. We'll see what we can do, but it's going to be me anyway at the start.
Joe, what? Come here. All right. Everyone, can you give him the headset for 2 seconds, actually? I want him to make his pre-show debut. So wear that. Go on, stand there. Wear that, right? Oh, careful. Right. We're here with Logan, everyone.
Hello.
This guy is behind our little graphics on the stream while you click the buttons to click the graphics.
Exactly.
And you also put the GoPros up as well.
Yes.
So that's someone that you've never probably met before. You've probably seen him sneaking around when we're trying to film a pre-show.
Yeah.
He's got a puck, everyone. So what have we got here then? Explain.
Dan Scott and Callum Wells signed it for my testimonial.
Dan Scott and Callum Wells. Let's see if we can get that in there. There you go. What was that stick you were holding as well?
It was Ted's. He went to collect the pucks and he's like, "You on my stick?"
Right, okay. Did you steal it?
No.
Oh, I should have stolen it. But yeah, this is Logan, everyone. So I've actually decided I'll make a consecutive decision that Matt Udall's fired from being a commentator and Logan's taken over.
Oh.
He's not even listening.
He's not. He can't hear us.
Matt, you're fired.
You're fired.
He's
apparently.
on the commentary.
I'm taking your job.
He's taking the job. But yes, this is Logan, everyone.
Exactly.
Are you excited for the game?
Oh, of course.
Oh, right, okay, here's what I need. Who's going to win? Blue or whites? What? Oh, did you go to the... there's refs as well.
Who are the refs?
We've got 2 refs on this game as well.
2?
Only 2.
Oh.
I don't think we've got any linesmen because there's... no.
Oh, no Phil, what the hell?
We've got no Phil O'Neill, we've got Connor Hill.
Why no Phil?
And then Nick Stevenson, do you know who that is? Oh, right, okay, yep.
I
personally think they should have done a package that was reffing package.
Oh.
I would have signed up for a wrecking. I would have signed up for the reffing package if they'd done one.
That would actually been a good package.
Offside! They're in the middle. They're in the middle of the ice. Let's go up there. Bang! Look at that. Oh, I'm excited now. Come on! Yes. You've got your little buttons here as well. Look, I've set them up.
Ooh.
So they're nice. Yeah. Yeah, right, well, we're going to wrap this up with a brilliant speech, a poem from Logan Gone.
I didn't write a poem.
He did, everyone. He's so scared. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone. This has been me, Brody Martin, Logan Avery, and Matt Udall, however you say his last name. messing about on a YouTube live for about 30 minutes. And speaking to Bill Cooper. We got Bill Cooper on. He was the opener.
Oh, Bill!
I know, Bill. Anyway, thank you very much, and we will see you